Well, hey everyone, I'm Katherine Arthur, your friendly and hopefully favorite speech-language pathologist, and welcome back to Fluent and Fearless. It's the podcast where we show you how to turn confusing, stressful communication into something you can actually feel good about. Our motto here at Fluent and Fearless is turn your spark into a flame, and that's what I try to do, light a fire under you, so to speak. Today's topic is a hot and spicy one. Today, we're talking about something scary that almost everyone experiences, whether they admit it or not. And that is, why on earth do we freeze up when it's time to speak in front of other humans? You know what I'm talking about. It's public speaking. And if you've ever felt your mind go blank or heard your voice shaking when you have to speak in front of a group, you are absolutely in good company. I've been there, so I know what it's like. Big groups or small groups, 10 people or 10,000, public speaking terrifies people more than any other fear. So let's dig into what's actually happening in your brain and in your body too, and more importantly, what you can do about it. We'll find out how your brain can go from drama queen to king of the hill. I'm Katherine Arthur, a pronounced speech and accent specialist, and I'm here to help. Come on and join me on Fluent and Fearless. So we're about to dive into a topic that scares the devil out of most people, and that goes double for those who speak English as a second language. Does that describe you? Do you believe that your ability to speak American English needs improvement? Or do you worry about misunderstandings, trouble being understood, and challenges in your professional and in your social life? Well, at Pronounced Speech and Accent Specialists, we understand how these difficulties can result in embarrassment, also lack of confidence, and missed opportunities. No more worries for you, however. We have the solutions to these problems. Pronounced Speech and Accent Specialists are the experts in personalized accent modification training. We help those who speak English as a second language to refine their speaking skills, to improve the clearness of their speech, and also feel confident in every conversation. Now, pronunciation instruction is not about losing your accent, not at all. It's about helping you to feel more empowered in every interaction, from ordering in a restaurant to giving business presentations to speaking on the phone with friends. So do you want to speak American English more naturally and effectively? You can do it. We can help. We can help your voice to be heard and to be understood while you become more confident. Get started for free. Just go to our website at pronouncespeech.com. That's pronouncespeech.com for all the details. pronouncespeech.com. Visit our website today to learn how you can become fluent and fearless. Get started for free. That's pronouncespeech.com. So do you get all nervous speaking to a group of people? Well, have no fear. Your brain isn't broken. It's actually trying to protect you. So picture this. You need to give a presentation at your workplace, and it's time. It's a normal day. The room is normal, and the people are normal. You've been obsessing about this presentation for days, though, and you're feeling just a bit nervous. But you think to yourself, I've got this, I hope. Then the clock says, okay, time to go, time for the presentation. You stand up to speak, and you're ready. But then your brain says, oh no, nope, absolutely not. Supreme danger ahead. We need to escape now. So instead of being rational, your brain acts like you've walked straight into a cave full of hungry wolves. Well, that's your amygdala, and that's the part of your brain responsible for detecting danger. And it's telling you, well, this is the most threatening situation of our life right here. Your amygdala, which is the drama queen of the brain, slams down on that panic button like the buzzer on a game show, and it fires off a full stress response. So you're going to have your heart racing, your hands get sweaty, your breath gets kind of funky, thoughts in your head scattering around like a herd of cats. Your voice is shaky, and you get that tunnel vision, and I hate that. And then, above all, you have all this fun little voices which are whispering, this is a terrible idea. Why are we here in front of all these people? Let's go home now. And these responses are not subtle. Often they can be overwhelming. But here's the plot twist. This isn't happening because you're weak or unprepared. It's happening because the emotional part of your brain is a prehistoric machine living in a modern world. Think about it. Back in the day, and I mean way back in the day, being stared at by a group of people meant danger. Today, being stared at means you're just giving a slideshow at work. And that adrenaline rush you're feeling, that fight or flight sensation, that means your brain is doing its job. It's just doing it at the wrong time. Now, as I mentioned earlier, fear of public speaking is incredibly common. Fear of public speaking even has a name, glossophobia. Now, glossophobia affects millions upon millions of people. It's a common phobia, and some people rank fear of public speaking as the number one phobia. It's ahead of fear of spiders, fear of snakes, fear of flying, and fear of going to the dentist. In fact, 10% of people with fear of public speaking report that it interferes with their daily activities in life, especially work and social situations. These activities include answering a question in the classroom or on a Zoom call, making a phone call to a stranger, such as customer service or scheduling an appointment, or giving introductions at a social event. And fear of public speaking doesn't affect just ordinary, everyday people like us. Celebrities struggle with fear of public speaking, too. Famous people who have fear of public speaking include Harrison Ford, Adele, Michelle Obama, Brad Pitt, and Samuel L. Jackson. Now that one surprised me because I didn't think he was afraid of anything. So why does all this fear happen even though we know we're safe? That's a great question, because people often say, well, I know nothing bad will happen if I speak in front of this group of people, so why do I still freak out? Well, here's the answer. It's because knowing and feeling are processed in two different places in your head. Your logical brain is telling you, hey, just relax. These are coworkers. They're watching your PowerPoint and they're eating bagels and muffins. Meanwhile, your emotional brain is shrieking, bagels and muffins, carbs can't save us, let's get out of here. Now, the logical side of your brain and the emotional side of your brain, when they collide like that, it creates a frustrating, almost out-of-body sensation. You know you're okay, yet your body launches into fight or flight anyway. You know, your brain's alarm system has detected a threat, adrenaline gets released, and your body is prepared to react. Now, this can all sound overwhelming, but the good news is that you're not broken, you're not being dramatic, and you're not doomed. Understanding those systems helps them to work together. That way your body stops acting like public speaking is a survival situation. Now, there are 3 triggers that make your brain lose its mind when you're confronted with a speaking situation. Let's break down the 3 big things that set off this whole chain reaction. Number 1, uncertainty. Your brain hates unknowns. Not knowing what will happen is a huge stress factor for your brain. You worry about what could go wrong, like, will my audience like my presentation? Will I forget my words? Or will someone ask me a weird question that I don't know the answer to? It's like a mental highlight reel of everything bad that could possibly happen. And that's hard to shut off in your brain, because your brain hates not knowing what will happen. Now, another big thing that can set off this whole chain reaction of fear is fear of judgment. Humans are wired to care about what other humans think. Now, consider this for a moment. Back in the day, and I mean way back in the day, being rejected by your group was dangerous. Today, that same wiring kicks in when you're simply presenting a Zoom meeting to the team from accounting. The bottom line, humans need social approval. It's what makes us feel safe. Even if the worst judgment you face is that someone in the meeting just doesn't like your hair, it still matters. And the third thing that can set off a chain reaction of fear is being in a high-stakes situation whether that's real or imagined. Now, real situations include promotions, evaluations, peer respect, and professional identity. Imagined? Sometimes it's just your own perfectionism saying, let's make this harder than it needs to be. So even if the stakes only feel high, your brain reacts as though they actually are. So all of this doesn't make you weak or silly, it makes you human. Okay, so what do we do about all of this? Well, let's talk some simple solutions. And don't worry, nothing here requires you to, quote, just calm down, unquote. That honestly is the least helpful advice anyone can give you. For example, when people tell me to just relax, that makes me even more tense. And sometimes, I don't take orders very well. And you just ask anybody who knows me. They'll tell you that's true. But enough about me. Let's focus on you. How can we calm ourselves before the speaking storm? Here's some strategies. Number 1, just move your body a little bit. A quick physical reset, whether it's a shoulder roll, a slow exhale, or uncrossing your legs, all that signals safety to your nervous system. Relaxing your body relaxes your brain too. Strategy number 2, practice out loud beforehand, not just mentally. Why? Because your brain loves familiarity. Your brain needs reps. It needs practice. Silent practice is like watching someone else work out at the gym and then wondering why you aren't getting stronger. Speaking the words with your actual voice, practicing, reduces the danger signal dramatically. Strategy number 3 to calm yourself before giving your presentation, visualize the moment when you're done. Imagine yourself finishing your talk, sitting down, drinking some water, sending a text that says, hey, that went really well. Your brain needs reminders that calm is coming, and that reminds your brain that there's a safe landing. And the 4th strategy to calm yourself while speaking, shrink your audience. What do I mean by that? You find a kind face out there, or you can look at the top of someone's head if that's less terrifying. You don't need to win the entire room. Just ground yourself to one spot. So focus on a friendly face or choose a visual anchor in the room. Just remember to occasionally shift your gaze, focusing on another friendly face out there or another visual point. This keeps your attention from scattering, and it also lowers the pressure. And it will make you feel more confident. So I think we've all learned something today, and here's what I'd like you to take away. Your nervous system, it's not your enemy. It's just outdated software running on modern hardware. Like the vast majority of people, your brain thinks public speaking is a life or death situation. And it's wrong. Your brain is adorably wrong, but it's still wrong. And with a little awareness and practice, you can retrain your brain to stay steady when you're speaking up, whether it's at work, at school, or anywhere you want your voice to be heard. Remember, you're not broken. You're not bad at speaking. You're just a human whose brain is trying way too hard to protect you from imaginary wolves. You can absolutely retrain that brain. And every time you speak up, whether it's in a meeting, a presentation, or a quick, I actually have something to add, during a social interaction, you're proving to your brain that you're safe, capable, and you're really not being hunted by wolves. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this episode of Fluent and Fearless helpful, share it with a friend or a coworker who gets nervous speaking in front of groups. And if you've got questions you want me to cover on a future episode, be sure to send them my way. I really love to hear from you. And here's something else I want you to know. If you're having trouble or difficulties with the pronunciation of American English, I'm here to help you. I want you to be fluent and fearless. I know you can do it. Remember, working on your speech and pronunciation doesn't mean that your accent is a problem. It means that you value clear and confident communication. It means that you're investing in yourself. Accent modification, also known as pronunciation training, is about empowerment. Remember, your voice matters. Your ideas matter. When you're able to share those ideas without hesitation, without worry, without embarrassment, you can focus on what really counts. And what really counts is connecting with other people, building relationships, and showing the world who you are as a unique individual. So, whether you're looking to succeed in your career or to just feel more confident in everyday conversation, or maybe both, accent modification can give you the advantage that you're looking for. Ready to explore accent modification? Visit my website at pronouncespeech.com. That's pronouncespeech.com. There you'll find all the information you're looking for. You can learn all about pronounced speech and accent specialists, and you can find out how to book a free assessment with me, Katherine Arthur. No cost, no obligation. It's a low-key and conversational way to learn how you can benefit from accent modification. Again, our website is pronouncespeech.com, pronouncespeech.com. All right, let's get out there and turn that spark into a flame. Next week, we'll take a deeper dive into how you can master the fear that comes with public speaking. Believe it or not, that fear can even help you to become a better speaker. Join us next week. I'll show you how. This is Katherine Arthur, your fluent and fearless leader. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you next week.